Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess, and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me because we are going to be doing a February planner flip through reflection talk, let's chat sort of thing. So my name is Jess, and you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and on here on YouTube as Knit Plan Jess. For my new viewers, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are joining me. And for my returning viewers, welcome back. I also love the fact that my nails match my notebook. Like that's kind of cool. Anyways, okay, so if you guys are curious to um, check out how I use my planners for February, and yeah, let's just kind of have like a little reflection. Stick around. So let's go ahead and start with my daily planner. So my daily is a happy planner. It is basically extension packs of the daily layout. So let's go to like an empty layout. So it's the extension packs of the daily layout. And then I took the cover and the dividers from an 18-month planner that released in 2022. So it ran from July 2022 through December 2023. So I just basically used up, or maybe this was a 12-month planner. Actually, at this time, I don't know anymore. But, anyways, I'm basically using the cover, the dividers for my daily. And then I also used these purple glitter from um, the Stargazer Be Happy box that released in 2022. So let's go ahead and do a flip through and we'll just kind of chat. So whenever I use my planners, I honestly don't use the monthly of my daily. I try to use the monthly of my Bujo. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But really, it's the daily pages. And no matter what, whenever I use the daily pages, I always break it down between social media, hobbies, personal to dos, reminders, and yeah, just little things that I need to remember that can encompass my entire day. The only exception is going to be work. I do not put work in my planners, mainly because there's a lot of private stuff and I wouldn't be able to show it on camera just because, yeah, private, confidential. I can't share it. I work in human resources. January was a month that January was not a kind month to me. And I did actually have the 20th through the 22nd that I did not use my daily planner. Um, so I feel like it kind of threw it off a little bit. And it also ruined the fact that I cannot say now that I use my daily planner all 365 days, but that's okay. February, I feel like was a much better month for me. I used it every single day, decorated every single day. Clearly, I missed some boxes. I mean, there were some days that I couldn't fill up everything. Maybe it was just like a more quiet, calm day that I just didn't have as much to do. And I find that that kind of happens a lot during the week. Um, Part of me is like, maybe I should just move to the daily for like my days off or for the weekends. But honestly, I love decorating the daily sheets, and that's probably why I continue to use it every single day. But I really, really like how a lot of these spreads turned out. And a lot of it is that I'm trying to use up stickers um, that maybe I just don't normally pick up. And I mean, as I kind of figure out like which sticker books do I want to use, I always go back and think, which sticker books have I not used and which sticker books do I probably need to use, and decide if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to dump it. Um, and I feel like I'm also doing really bad with using the same sticker books all of the time. But I really like it so far. February, this was probably one of my favorite daily sheets, And I think it's just because of this right here. But I love my daily planner. Like this is, I feel like this will always be like my ride or die because daily planning just works so well for me. So now let's do my bullet journal. So this is my main bullet journal. Basically serves almost the same purpose as my daily, with the exception of I really just kind of keep it for like personal things to do, and I try to keep social media out of this. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna kind of skip all of like the monthly stuff, mainly because I'm so far behind on some of the monthly stuff. But the way that I've been using, or like my yearly stuff. Let's start with the monthly. That's what I was trying to say. So it started out in January. This was how I set up the monthly. I was going to try to keep my bills, notes, and then things to keep in mind for next month. Kind of didn't, it was not as productive as what I was hoping. January was just, like I said, it was just a really weird month. I hardly used, I barely used the brain dump. Barely used the meal ideas. I didn't even keep up with the habit tracker. But for the most part, I use the weekly. Well, until we get to this week. This was my favorite layout. And I used it Monday and I used it Sunday. And that was it. This was a really bad week for me, though, too. And then the following week, I decided to do daily pages. So I have a weekly overview and then fun dailies. And yes, I did double the dailies. So I did dailies in both my Bujo and in my Happy Planner. And this was actually kind of made me realize how much I love the daily pages. This was also the last week of the month. So then we go into February, which I kept it a little bit more simple. We have the calendar. I gave myself spaces if I needed to write anything in there. Obviously, I didn't. I just kind of notated certain dates. I used the brain dump more. I used the habit tracker more. This one, I did not do like meal ideas. I just did one page for the monthly and then I just immediately jumped into the weeks where I used this really fun Dutch door. And then it goes into a covered washi page, is just like decoration. Overall, I really liked it. What I didn't like was having so little space to decorate each week and just keeping it so simple, because I really wanted to do a lot more in my Bujo than what I had room for. So I probably won't ever do like something like this again. But then we go to March, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of give you like a little sneak for how March is working. Brain dump I'm using, habit trackers I'm using, meal plan I'm using, and then we're jumping into daily pages, which I'm very much so using, and I absolutely love it. Like, I am super, super pleased with how my bullet journal is working out for March. I'm really pleased. Really, overall, I'm pleased with how it worked out for February as well. I almost said April. We are not in April. And then, as you can see, like this much has been used. This is what I have. So I'm really, really pleased with this. And then we come to my social media. This is one again that I want to put my stickers back in there because I have like this little pocket up front. We're going to skip through we're going to go to January. We're going to skip past like all the yearly stuff. Again, January just didn't happen in my bullet journal. I use like my weekly dashboard page, and then I would just basically write down each day what is going on. And this is what I'm still trying to kind of find my balance, because I love having it over 2 pages, but this is not always going to be enough for the week. So I really do need to have like a second page, but then what if I hit a week where I don't need it? Then I feel like I wasted a page. So that's one thing I'm trying to kind of find a good balance on in March. But after looking back through January, I think I do need to go back to 2 pages, or I need to do something like this, where I have a big page, and then half a page, because I really like how that looks. And then that kind of allows me to keep it with the dashboard on the left hand side and then the other pages on the right. But then we come to February. February, I did something way different. So first of all, here's the calendar. I used it most of the month. I did not use those boxes. My videos, my Instagram reels, and then like I really should have given myself a lot more space for this. I should not have had this big of like a to-do task list because I just didn't use it. For the most part, well, okay. So apparently I stopped tracking in my habit tracker by like the fourth week of the month. So I stopped on that Monday. I don't know what happened. The weeks were kind of like up in the air. Um, I feel like I was using my daily a lot more um, than what I was this, but honestly, I didn't like this Dutch door layout. This just did not work for me. So I'm basically have gone back to, so number one for March, I'm actually using the calendar. I've got to get updated on my habit trackers. I'm using a to-do list. I'm using the video record, and then I'm going back to the weekly dashboard page, and then I'm just basically tracking everything in here. What I need to decide is, um, like, I think I'm just going to kind of intentionally put in Sunday right here, and I think for the following week, I'm going to like cut this page down and kind of have it go over these pages for the dashboard and then space to kind of fill in. But I'll figure that out when I go to record. But overall, I really like how it's going this month so far. And yeah, February could have definitely been better. But at least now I know that the Dutch door style just doesn't really work for me. And I think I also forgot to mention, let me go back here. This is the Archer and Olive A5. This was their collab with Amy Tangerine, and this is the Kuma Stationery A5. This binding is like really weird. This is not like their typical vegan leather or their typical linen. It's kind of like a hardback book almost. And I don't know, I don't like how the binding feels along this edge. I'm not really pleased with that. So I think I may like avoid buying planners made with this or notebooks made with this material and stick with either the linen or the vegan leather cover. But yeah, I feel like this one I haven't used as much as what I have used in my main bullet journal, but I think a lot of that is because this one is kind of gone to like a daily format, and obviously that's going to use up a lot more pages. All right, well, Duke really should have joined us a lot sooner, then he could have gone through the reflection with you, but that's okay. So I'm not planning on making any changes to my lineup for March. I'm going to stick with using my daily planner, stick with my social media bujo, and my main bullet journal. I do also still have my wellness, which I'm just not going to be doing a flip through of that one, but I am definitely trying to use this a lot more consistently than what I was at the beginning of the year, and so far it's working. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about what I'm using. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, we'll continue to use it for March. And then at the end of March, I will do another flip through and reflection and talk about if anything is changing for April. Thank you guys so much. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.